Today's auction news is brought to you by Nevada Public Auction.
Late yesterday evening, we were dispatched a report of an explosion and resulting fire. While it was immediately unknown exactly what was burning, when we were en route, then it was thought to be a structure, so it was upgraded as such. Upon arrival of our first due medic unit, which happened to be coming from Desert View Hospital, they found a well-involved detached garage, two-vehicle garage, with additional accessory structures used for storage. And as you can see behind us, the garage was occupied with two vehicles, a lot of personal property. There was another vehicle closely placed to that structure, including a travel trailer to the rear. So had a well-involved fire involving numerous exposures. It was also in close proximity to the primary dwelling, which is a double-wide manufactured. That was also steaming off. When the LT and his crew arrived on location, they commenced a primary search in the inside, make sure all the occupants were out. They then checked for extension and found that the fire had in fact extended underneath the structure. They had access through the underside, extinguished any visible fire on there, and then took care of the remainder out in the yard.
Initially, they said that two people had got out, but they thought another person was down.
There's actually a number of people that live in this particular house, but there was several people that were pulled out. It's my understanding a neighbor had assisted them in getting out of the structure. We had two that were injured. One had smoke inhalation and one was shaken up. Both were evaluated. One was transported from the scene.
And the trailer that's in the back, was that occupied?
It was not. It was just a travel trailer that was placed there and I guess used infrequently.
Animal control was also called?
There was a number of animals that were on the property. They were safely removed, including an exotic bird and several canines.
And so can you tell me, there was ammunition or was the explosions happening from the vehicles?
You know, it was a combination of many things. You had exploding tires, you had vessels that were stored in there, there was propane stored in the attached garage, and in addition to that, there was ammunition. So the firefighters were faced with all those elements that were ongoing throughout the incident.
What is that like for the firefighters? Because it seemed like a very dangerous situation, a very hot fire.
The key to it is making sure you have a safety area established, but get water on the fire quick, knock down all the heat. Once they were able to do that, they were able to cool down the vessels. That took that out of the equation. And then in addition to the ammunition, just get the fire under control, which they did in short order.
The main structure here, is it livable at this point?
It is. They're actually both residing in the house today. They had an electrician come out and clear the underside to make sure there was no damaged wiring under there. And the Valley Electric Group has since come out and restored power to the property.
What do you think the cause of the fire is at this point?
It appears to be an accidental fire that originated in the garage. We're looking at it specifically in the area of a workbench where some activity had been ongoing earlier in the day. But at this point, because of the extent of destruction and the damage within that particular area, it most likely be undetermined at this point.